What's up guys, it's T and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing my job with you guys. A lot of you guys just had questions about like, what even is a tarot reader? How did you even become one? What the fuck, now you're full-time? This is also my 6-month check-in. I have now been running this tarot business for 6 months, so I thought I would just make this video and kind of like tell you guys the process and what this journey has been. So I opened up my tarot reading business January of 2020. I had no intentions of going full-time. I literally just loved to read cards and I wanted more people to practice on and I wanted to make a little bit of side money, so I was like, okay, fuck it, we're gonna open up a little tarot business. When I first started my tarot readings, they were priced at like $5 and $7. I think it was like $5 for like a regular tarot reading, $7 if you wanted like oracles and confirmation cards. Super cheap. I didn't even get like any clients for the first like couple days, so I really wasn't expecting this to go anywhere. I was just like, if someone books with me, cool, like $5 I can get me a coffee. Like, I really was not trying to make this full-time, but here we fucking are. So I remember waking up one day and I had 4 people book with me and I was like, holy crap, I just made $20. So I did all the readings, got them all sent out. The next day, they wrote me some excellent reviews. I posted the reviews. It's crazy because those 4 people that booked with me, like, are still my clients. Like, I can name them, I've known them, they've watched me grow, I've watched them grow. It's beautiful and they know who they are. I love them. They know because they booked with me when I was $5 and now they're paying $24 to book with me, which is crazy, and I'm so grateful, and I hope they know that they have a special place in my heart because of that. But I remember probably by the next month I was consistently doing readings. I would probably do anywhere from like 3 readings a day to like 9 readings a day, and I was trying to turn around these readings within like 3 to 4 days. And now I limit myself to only 5 readings a day, and I will close up on bookings once I reach like my 2-week limit. So I will book myself up for 2 weeks and then close, and once I complete those 2 weeks, then I'll open up again and book myself up for 2 weeks, close, because I would rather put out, you know, 5 readings a day and have them be better quality and have people wait longer than do more readings in one day but have them be like less quality and get the turnaround time within like 3 to 4 days. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm really bad at like explaining things today. Today's a weird day, it's a weird vibe, but here we go, we're filming anyways. So then I built up my clientele. I made sure I got really good reviews. I was hustling, I was putting out really good quality, I was taking care of myself both spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, so I was in the space to give like really good readings. And then after that, I bumped up my readings to $20 for a full reading, $24 for my whole pot of tea reading, $30 for a love reading and a shadow side reading. And I'm not going to be bumping it up past that. I think it's important to give your clients like a price that you stay at so they know what to expect from you. And how you price yourself is really up to you, and you know, the type of readings you're putting out and your skill level and how long you've been doing this. I know someone who puts out astrology and tarot readings for like $250, but it's a bundle and they've been in the game for like 10+ years, so you know, they can do that. Someone like me cannot be charging $250 a reading. You know, it depends on your experience, depends on your skill level. But yeah, if you want to know more about tarot readings, go ahead and follow me on Twitter because I'm going to be announcing a little something later, or follow me on YouTube because I'm going to be announcing a little something later. And yeah, I'm kind of like prepping a little like tarot tutoring thing for y'all, so stay tuned for that. I know a lot of you are probably wondering, like, is that money consistent? Like, how are you going to be supporting yourself when you move? So I'm going to be supporting myself through tarot, through OnlyFans, and I'm also probably going to get a part-time job, and with 3 incomes I will be just fine. But tarot is super like inconsistent. Some days or some months you can make like $1,000 a month, and sometimes you can make like $3,000 a month. I've never made more than that. The least I've made was probably like 50 bucks to like 100 bucks my first month. I have really bad memory, so I'm gonna like scale it. I'd say I probably made $50 to $100 my first month, and that was the least amount I've made. I've managed to like grow every single month since then. Yay me. And the most I've made was about $3,000. So yeah. And I was busting my ass off, okay? I literally had overbooked myself for the month of April and had to like refund 30 readings because I was like, I can't complete this. I'm drained. I have reached my maximum. And that's when I was like, okay, we are limiting ourselves to the 5 readings a day because, girl, we're not overbooking ourselves anymore. But if you're wondering what tarot even is, I know this video is like all over the place, but I just kind of wanted to come on here and like rant and like share this with you guys. But if you're wondering what tarot is, it's pretty much like a form of divination. These people will book a tarot reading for like guidance, spiritual guidance, or they'll book a tarot reading to like see what's up with their future, see what's up with their mans. There's a lot of different reasons to book tarot. I know most of you probably know what tarot is because you've probably seen like my YouTube videos or other people's YouTube videos where they just like read the cards for you and kind of like tell you your future. The reason why I put that in quotes is because it's not always the future. Sometimes it's, you know, about what's going on internally. Sometimes it's about what's going on spiritually. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of different things you can get from a tarot reading. Pretty much tarot cards are like universal knowledge encoded within these cards, and the ones that fall out are kind of like what you should be hearing at that day and time, essentially. I personally love to read tarot. I think they're great even if you use them for just like affirmation, or even if you use them to see what the future is, if you use them for guidance, whatever you use them for, I think they're great. Just do not rely on the cards because you need to be your own person. You need to make your own decisions, of course. But the cards are like a really good place to kind of like get your feet wet if you're curious about divination or interested in spirituality. I think that's like a real good place to start. I had been reading tarot for a minute before I even started my business. I was reading like every single day with an old friend of mine, so I had like a lot of practice before opening my business. And I think that's really important, is you don't want to like buy a deck of cards and then start reading people and start charging people $24. Like, you're gonna get labeled a scammer, you know what I mean? You are going to get labeled a fake or a fraud. And Twitter does not play when it comes to that. Twitter will call you out. Twitter will blast you. Don't do it. You know, I really don't think being a tarot reader is something that everyone should do, because 1, the money is not even consistent, and 2, if you're not actually good at it, you're gonna get clocked. You're gonna get dragged to hell. Like, you're gonna get dragged. So don't. Trust me, don't. In terms of like growing my business, honestly, I didn't like intentionally plan on growing my business. I would put out like pick a card readings, or like card of the day readings, or like channeled messages, and people just like would retweet them and kind of find me that way, and that's how I grew my business. On top, also my reviews helped a lot. I would post my reviews on like a little thread under my booking form, and the reason why I did that is just so people knew that they would get a reading from me and it would be good. Like, I wanted to build trust with people because I genuinely loved to read. I genuinely love helping people. The reviews really warm my heart, so I love hearing back from you guys. And I've made friends like through tarot. Like, I have a bunch of friends who also read now and who are super spiritual, so that's just dope. Like, I found like my community, I found my niche, and I'm just very grateful for that. And it's awesome that it's like taken me this far to where I'm doing it full time, and I can't wait to just keep doing it, keep pushing it, keep seeing where I go, because I love the occult, I love studying the occult, and I plan on doing that for like the rest of my life. So yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else I would like to say about being a full-time tarot reader. I guess I'll answer the question, like, have I ever gotten a bad review? I have. I've gotten, I think, a total of 2 bad reviews, and I have completed 383 readings. So not bad. And the one bad review I got was because the person just didn't resonate with the message, which was fine. Maybe it wasn't the reader for them. The second bad review I got was because I mixed up the question. So I had to like redo the reading. So that's really the only reason why I got a bad review. And when I redid the reading, she was really happy with it and she resonated with it. So it all turned out well, but I'll still count it. So yeah, about 2 bad reviews. And honestly, when you get a bad review, like, you kind of have to just accept it and keep going. You can't let it like, you know, put you down or discourage you, because in every trade or every industry, you're always gonna have like unsatisfied like clients and customers. It's normal, so don't beat yourself up. Some of the best tarot readers I personally know have gotten bad reviews, so it's up to you on how you handle it. You can refund them, you can do it again, you know what I mean? It's up to you. And that's another thing I like about like running a tarot business, is it is all up to me, is that I'm completely my own boss. I decide, you know, how many bookings I take, I decide what my prices are, I decide when I work, I decide when I don't work, and I like that freedom. And that's why I chose this career, and that's why I chose to be a content creator, is because I like creativity and I like to work for myself and I like to do things I love. If I'm not doing something I love, like, I can't do it. I don't want to work. That's just how I am. I have to be in a passionate workspace, you know what I mean? And I am extremely passionate about tarot. Like, I fucking love tarot. So it's crazy because I was looking at like an old high school essay I wrote for like career day, not career day, it was like career week, you know what I mean? And so we were writing about like what we wanted to be, and I had to interview like somebody in the career field that I wanted to be, and I wanted to be a counselor or a psychologist. So it's kind of cool how I am doing that. Like, I'm still helping people mentally and spiritually and emotionally, but I did in a completely like unexpected way. And that's the thing I love the most about my job, is I get to kind of like hold people's hands and walk them through like, you know, really big events in their life, really anxious events in their lives, nerve-wracking events in their lives. Like, it's crazy. I have walked a client through a literal divorce, which is like crazy. And I was a baby tarot reader at the time. She's still my client. She's still my friend. I love her. If she's watching this, hi, love you. But yeah, like, that's just an example. I have walked people through, you know, deaths, and I've helped people mourn. It's a heavy job in that case. You have to be spiritually like strong and have your limitations and your guard up and your boundaries. Otherwise, you can get really drained by the energy of others, because you are stepping into like another person's energy. So that's just like the downside to the job, and that's why I say it's not for everybody, because I feel like it can make people really depressed, because you're handling depressing things. Like, no one goes to a tarot reader, you know, for a celebration. People usually go to a tarot reader because they need some type of guidance or help or assistance, or they're going through tough times. But that's something I personally love to do. I love to help people through tough times. A lot of you too also ask me like, how does my family feel about it? My family's super supportive. My family themselves are super spiritual. They believe in like ghosts, they believe in like gods, they believe in all that kind of stuff. So it wasn't like completely taboo to them when I told them that I was reading tarot for people. They were actually super supportive. They thought it was really cool. I read tarot for my family, so like I read my mom's cards, I read my brother's cards, I read my auntie's cards. So yeah, everyone's kind of like down with it. Everyone is like into meditation, into like Filipino folk magic and mythologies and like monsters and ghosts, all that crazy stuff. We definitely like enjoy the occult in this family, so they were supportive. I've had people like tell me that this is like ungodly and that this is like the devil's work and like yada yada yada. It's not. It's literally not. I do not work with the fucking devil. I do not like do dark magic, and I don't judge anyone who does either, because people are free to live their lives and you shouldn't be worried about what someone else is doing. Worry about what you're doing. If you're interested in maybe learning tarot from me, or if you kind of want to be a tarot reader, then subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Twitter, because I'm gonna be doing a little something to help you guys with that. I can't say much yet. It's gonna drop in July, but I'm working on something. I'm always working on something. Well, I guess that's it for this video. I kind of just wanted to come on here and like talk about this and address this because I kind of like dropped the ball a little bit in my last video and you guys were kind of like, what the fuck, since when are you a tarot reader, what even is that? So kind of just wanted to like make this video. And yeah, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be posting a lot more on here. I'm really excited about it, so subscribe. My back. If you guys have like specific questions, feel free to leave them in like my DMs or comment section or whatever. If you would like to book with me, I'm going to leave my booking form down below. You can follow me on Twitter for like updates on my opening and closing and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you so much for clicking on this video and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye.